right, so this is day 5 with this big 6-year-old Pinto gelding. So today we're just going to kind of see where we're at. We've been working a lot on creating draw, starting to work on him connecting up with me a little bit more. Working on kind of refining his draw a little bit more, starting getting him to connect up with me, start following me around a bit more. And so what I'm kind of wanting to do, working with him, is I want him to know that when he's up here with me, he gets to rest. But then if he starts to leave, then I'm going to make him kind of move around the round pen. This is sort of what we're working on, is I want him to start keeping his attention a little bit more on me. Start kind of connecting up, creating that draw. Ooh. So cool. Come on. Yep, that was a good correction there. He thought about leaving. Oh. So I want to kind of get to where he comes up for his forehead pets in the morning. And I really like working on these exercises because it's going to help with leading. If my horse knows that when I walk into his pen, it needs to join up with me, and makes it, when I start turning them out into pastures or larger areas, easier for me to catch him. If he already knows that it's his responsibility to come up to me and me not to go to him. Oh boy. Encourage him to come right back up to his spot. So his spot's right here. Just going to keep adding the pressure. I might move around a little bit. Help him to come find his spot here. Good boy. Yep. Just keep encouraging. Good. Yeah. So we're already teaching him that it's his responsibility to come up to me in the morning, give me his forehead, let me rub on him, that sort of thing. Oh, yep, I'm applying that pressure. And it's his responsibility to walk up. Good. Start having him engage with me. Keep those eyes on me. Good boy. If you want to walk up. He's starting to figure out that his spot is right here next to me, but you can see he's not quite comfortable with it yet. He has a lot of questions. Oh, well done. I'm encouraging him up. Good. So I'm dividing him into my space. So whenever he starts backing up, I'm going to apply that pressure. Apply that pressure. Keep applying the pressure. Good. Because he knows if he leaves, I'm going to go make him trot around his pen. Oh, right up here. Good job. Okay. I'm going to bite him up a little bit more. Good. Good job. And then come into those pets. Still not quite comfortable with it yet. So I'm going to come up, give him some good pets. I'm going to step away. Really, come on, buddy. Let's go for a little walk. Good. Good boy. Let's go for a little walk. Good. I like that he's coming along with me. Starting to create that little bit where he knows it's his responsibility to stay with me. Good. He can't be flying around his pen, so go up for those morning pets again. Good boy. Well done. And then we're going to go for a little walk this way. Good. He's doing a really good job keeping his face on me. And this is basically the beginning of liberty work as well. Creating that connection where he knows it's his job keep his eyes on me. Start walking with me a little bit. I'm gonna start driving him forward. There, good boy. And as he gets more comfortable with me and starts understanding the cues, we'll get to the point where he's walking up here next to me. Right now, though, just really happy with him for attempting to follow me around. So let's push him back up. Good. We keep driving him forward, giving him a spot. His spot's right here next to me. We're going to keep encouraging. Good. Well done. We're going to go up to this one. Good boy. Good. Rub it on his face. Gonna play around with his halter. Good boy. Good. We're starting to work on that right cheek a little bit more now. Good. Now we're gonna go for a little walk. Good boy. Keep the pressure on. I'd like him to walk a little bit more up with me. There we go. Good. Right here, he's getting a little stuck. Keep the pressure. Be like, hey, up here. Hey, up here. We give him another chance. Good boy. Good boy. Keep him walking up. Good. Keep walking. No pressure. Good. Good job. Good boy. Start working on that draw. Just having him follow me around. So I'm just going to help him out here. You're like, up here, buddy. Good. Up here. Keep the pressure on. I want him to start walking a little bit more up with me. I want him to really creating the draw. Oh, so he's starting to leave. Use that whip. And back up. Good. Boy. Like right here, he's thinking about heading out. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have him move around. He decided to leave, so he's going to get to move around a bit. Oh. And I want him to keep moving until I ask him to trot. See, right now he's really wanting to come in because he knows if he comes in, he doesn't have to trot anymore. But since he left, I'm just going to use this opportunity to work on keeping him trotting consistently around the pen. And then when I'm ready, I'll let him come back in and we can hang out. So we're going to try and get past this corner. We'll have him go one more time. If you can trot past that corner, add a little pressure here. Good, right here. Turn it. Good boy. Then he knows it's his job to walk up to me. Backing up. Come here, dude. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is when he's with me, he gets rest. If he decides to leave, then he has to work a little bit. So just making it like Mustangs are always trying to do the easiest thing possible. And so if I can teach him, like, hey buddy, when you're with me, you get to chill out, then he'll start associating his breaks with being pet and start having a little bit more enjoyable time with you touching him. Take a couple of steps forward towards me. bracy when I go to pet him. He looks calm, but he's one that internalizes a lot of his feelings. And so for me today, like, going on a walk up there, he's a lot calmer, letting me get to that shoulder. He's been really guarded about being pet on his neck and his shoulder. So, purpose and tell him that was really good, dude. You're being so nice. Like probably his best day petting yet. Like I've said, it's been taking a little bit for this one to actually settle down into its pets. Like I was touching him day one, but he was super braced, super nervous about it, just sort of like internalizing, and then he'd do a really big spook. So this morning coming out here and being able to get up to him and really rub on that shoulder without the drag line on and him being in a more relaxed state is a huge improvement for this horse. Different Mustangs take different amount of time. I've been riding some of mine by day 3 of training, completely wild to riding in just 3 days. And others, it's taken us up to a year. So you kind of have to go the horse's pace, meet them where they're at, and just try your best to help teach the horse that you are someone that they can trust, they can work with, and that domestic life isn't quite so bad. So like huge win for this guy is just petting that shoulder and that neck while him staying relaxed. Once I can get him to the point where he's enjoying being with me, where he understands that I'm his leader, then, and that I'm someone that he can trust, but he also has to respect, then we're just gonna progress super quick in our training. But for right now, it's just getting him in a place mentally where we're working together and he's using the thinking side of his brain instead of the reactive side. Oh boy. Well, super good. So we're going to come back up to the shoulder, the neck area again. You can see he's still a little bit bracy. I'm just going to take my time here. Just rub it on his cheek. Good boy. I can kind of use this halter to guide him, and you can see he's always ready to exit. Good boy. We're just going to work on this neck here. Good boy. Good. You can see he's looking for his escape route right now. Just kind of bracing. So I'm just going to try and just give him as much confidence as I can. Keeping my body really calm. My heart rate really slow. Just giving him nice firm pets on his neck. Telling him he's being such a good boy. Good boy. Good job. Well done. We're just going to chill here for a moment. Let him know that he's being such a good boy. Well done. I'm going to talk to him a little bit, tell him that he's being so good. I'm just keeping my tone very slow, very calm. Good job. We'll see if we don't get a lick and chew there. I'm going to grab in his favorite little snack. And this one, now that he's eating some, oh yes, are you excited? He's starting to enjoy his grass snacks a little bit more. Oh boy, yes, are you? So I like adding these in. This just makes our sessions a little bit funner. Good. A lot of the Mustangs, they won't take snacks out of your hand very quickly. A lot of them, we've had took them like a couple months to actually accept those treats. But this guy is pretty open to snacks. He's a bit of a food hound. So just mixing into my sessions, like, tell him that was so good, give him a little snack. Just to make it a bit more fun. Come back up to his neck here. so good. He's like, oh, I'm gonna steal it and walk away. That's okay. Oh boy. Yeah. Really good. So nice. Come up here again. Good. I'm gonna start working a little bit on this right side now. So first I'm gonna start coming like that. Good boy. Like that. Same thing. You kind of have to introduce it like it was brand new when you start coming to this other side here, because their brain doesn't quite connect. So anything that you introduce on the left side, you've got to do on the right side as well, or vice versa, because it's like if they're seeing it brand new for the first time, and that's kind of interesting. Good. So have them come back up. Start working on this right side a little bit more. And you can see he's a bit more flighty on that side. And just to help him, we might throw his drag line on. Get this lead line support. And that'll just help me keep him from reacting away quite so much. Alright, dude. So we're just going to work on getting this drag line put back on for him today, so that we can start working on that right side of his body. Of course, we got to get it entangled. Cool. We'll work on doing that dog. You can walk in towards me, babe. Oh, oh. Calm down. There's a little crack now since I have it in my hand. Oh, you see he's still doing dragon snort. Still doing his silly dragon snort. Good boy. With him. Get back to where I can touch that forehead. So no, come to his left side. Get his drag line off. And I'm going to touch the right side. Good rubs here. Good boy. I'm going to back away. Good. Not that one. She's like, get further back, Sierra. Ask him to come back up. Good. Yes, you see, he has a lot of opinions still. Oops. Back up here. Good. So right here, he's trying to block this left side because he knows I halter him or put his drag line on this side. He doesn't really like it. Good boy. So just rub, rub. And I'm going to switch my hands. Rub, rub on his face with the clippy. Good. Not too big, spooky up. So bring him right back. Back up here. Good boy. So he's going to walk back up. Back to his left side. Rub, rub. Away. Rub, rub. Away. This work, you might have to go for a little run. Good. Help him come right back. Whoop. Good. Good boy. So just start to come to the side of his face here. Good. Good. Again, so we're just trying to make it when he's with me, he gets to take breaks. It's easier. If he decides to spook and leave, then I'm just going to make him trot around that pen a little bit until he decides that he's ready to come in and hang with me. Good. And I'm not like going like over the top, making him like canter a bunch. I'm just making him like move around, do something with his feet, change directions until he's just ready to come hang. And so now we got that lead rope back on. Oh boy. Oh boy. So just basically making it when he's away from me, life's a little bit harder. When he's with me, it's a bit easier. Good. So he starts associating me with his hangout times and chilling And too much. Oh, I gotta go work. Oh. Really good. So what we're gonna start out with, we're gonna start with rubbing this whip on his right side. Good boy. And so we're gonna let him smell it. We just start at the very beginning again. We're gonna rub it on the side of his nose there. Good boy. Good boy. And we're gonna come up to his cheek area over here. Good. And we're gonna step away. We're gonna have him take a step forward. Good job. Yes. He likes to step forward. Good. Good. We'll rub him right here. I'm just gonna hold once I get it positioned and wait. So I'm gonna stick with him. He's gonna start moving his feet. He's like, what do you want me to do? Good. So the minute he stands still, I'm going to take it away and be like really good. So I'm going to keep the pressure on until he stops his feet, giving me the desired response. And then I take it away, step back, and tell him, go boy. That was really nice. Really good. So it's that pressure release. I'm going to keep the pressure on until he gives me the desired response, which is standing still. And then I'll take it away. Okay. I'm going to rub it on him. And you can see he already figured it out. So I'm rubbing. I take it away. Good boy. Good. I'm going to have him kind of rotate this way a little bit. You guys can actually see it on the camera. Good. And then same thing. I'm going to come up. Rub on his neck. Rub on his fur. Over his shoulder here. And then we'll take it away. Good boy. That's right. And again, just going to come up. Rub on his neck. Rub on his shoulder, barrel area, and I'm going to take it away, and we're going to go for a little walk. So just mixing it up, he did really good. He held in his emotions so well, not spooking away. So we're just going to go for a little walk here. Oh boy. Oh. Turn back in the center. Good. And we're going to keep working on it. So, we're going to come right on it here. He's going to move around. I'm just going to rub him with it. Good boy. Rub him on the neck. Rub him on the shoulder a bit. Good. I'm going to step over. Really nice. Good boy. And we're going to do it again. And I'm slowly, just like I did on the first day, be making my whip smaller, making it shorter. Good. So I'm getting up closer, getting more into his area. And you can see he's not quite comfortable with that. We're moving into his bubble on that side. Good boy. Good. So I'm just going to stick with him. And there he held still. And then we're going to go for a little walk. So this horse, he really like braces, and he's just like holding in his emotion. He's trying to be so good, and then he just kind of has to have his panic attack moment where he spooks. And so what I like to do is just try and encourage him to relax a little bit more, and I try and take away the pressure before he has his big blow up moments. So just keep pushing the envelope, giving him time a little bit longer where he's okay being touched. Start working on him, kind of walk a little bit more up here with me on this side too. Oh boy. We're gonna start working on that leaning. So I want him to start kind of walking up here a little bit more with me. Good. Right now he's sort of following behind, but we're gonna start getting to the point where he actually is gonna be walking up closer to my shoulder, and he's gonna be holding his jaw next to my shoulder like a normal leading horse. Good. Okay, we're going to start working on this right side again. So, just like we're going to start working on his face here. So, it's just the same thing as what my hand's going to do. I'm going to start rubbing him on his forehead first. Then I'm going to be coming up here to his neck and working my hand down. Good. So, you got to think about the whip as just an extension of your hand. So, I just want it to be, when I switch to my hand, I want it to be the exact same motion I'm going to be doing with the whip. So starting up on his cheek, Moving my way down to his neck. Good. He's kind of wanting to blow away here, so I'm just going to hold the pressure until he relaxes. Good. Or at least decides to stay. He's kind of shaking a bit here. I'm just going to try to stay really calm. Tell him he's a good boy. See if I can't give him any bit of encouragement or confidence. Oh, I'm going to use my voice. I'm just stay nice and calm. Good. We're going to see if he won't just change his demeanor a little bit, or if he's just kind of stuck in his bracing mode. So he's kind of flicking his ears now. Oh, cool. Oh. I'm going to move his face a bit. Oh, boy. Oh. Good job, dude. I'm going to go and take it away. You did really good there. Good. We'll eventually start working for it just to relax a bit more. You can see anytime I go to reapproach, whole body tenses and he flinches. So I'm just going to keep this nice and slow. See, kind of flinchy here. My hand's starting to get closer, you see? Closer to that cheek, closer to that face. I'm going to take the pressure away. Love that. Please work on getting closer. Good job. Good. See, he's really Kimmy out. We had a dog trying to come in. I'm just going to work on getting closer to the side of the straight. Now I'm petting him with my hand on his cheek. Good boy. That was really good. So now we're going to go for a little walk. Tell him that was the correct answer. He's behaving himself so nicely today. Trying so hard. Now we're going to walk him on this way. Good job. Well done. Come right back here. Start working on this side of the body. Well done. Little swoop there. No big deal. I'm going to come right back. Good. Good. Come back up to his neck. Now to give room for that excess energy. Coming. Good. So we'll have to come right back in. Good. We're going to go back. And so he's not allowed to come this way. We're going to come back to his shoulder again. Good boy. Good. Good job. Good, no big deal. Good boy. Good. He's sort of one who likes to, he's now at the point where we've been work on it, and he's a bit fearful, but he also likes to use his spooking a little bit to get out of things. Like when he's like, okay, I'm done, he knows he's going to do that big spook and leave. And so that's why I just like to have him move around a bit, make him think. I'm not going to be like chasing him or anything crazy, just like make him move those feet. He knows that he's going to have to work pretty hard if he spooks, and so then when he's with me, he gets to chill. You're just making the spook a less desirable answer for him. He's like, oh man, I don't want to have to run. For him, that's worked pretty well. He's at heart lazy. I think he's going to be pretty chill once we actually get worked through this fear a bit. He likes to eat food and hang out. So now I'm going to go ahead and drop my whip here. And I'm just going to start slowly switching him over to my hand. Good job. So just starting on his nose just like I did with the whip. Good. Now we're going to come up to the right side, the right cheek here. Good boy. Good. Just give some good rubs. Let him think about it for a moment. Good boy. Come back up. Start here with his nose. Good. Right back up here. Take a few steps back up. Good job. Yes. Good nose. Alright, moving that hand scary. Good. Move this halter around. Good. You can see he's blocking me again with his face. Take a few steps up. Good boy. Coming back to this cheek here. Good. Well done. See, he's ready to leave at any moment here. He's fully on guard. We're just going to work up towards that neck a little bit. There you go. Little just touches on the neck there. Still taking a little walk. Like, oh my goodness, why do you keep messing with me? Good. The nose, cheek, move this halter around, might even push his face a little bit there. Good. So he's thinking about leaving, thinking about exiting. Use a little bit of pressure on the lead rope to encourage him to stay. Good. Okay. Now we're going to make him move. Come right back up. Good. Nose. I'll readjust my knee line a bit. Good. Good nose. Good. Working my way up. Good boy. Good job. Nose. Good. Try to get up to his neck here a little bit. Good. Good. there. We got some actual good pets on his neck. He didn't blow away. Back up for a second. Good boy. So it's about just little bits of an improvement. So just working like a quarter of an inch further into that area where he's uncomfortable without him reacting. First, every time I go to pet him, I'm trying to push the envelope just a little bit more. Every time I come up to him, I'm looking to be able to pet a little bit of a bigger area. So we don't have to get to this whole side today. We're just working on, okay, are you okay with me on your right side, touching your nose, your cheek, and then just working towards that neck area. Good boy. The nose, good boy, cheek, good. I'm just working on getting to this side a little bit more. Good boy. I'll take the pressure away. Come back. I'm stepping in a little bit closer so I can actually get a better position on his neck here. Good boy. Working my way up. Good solid pets here. Oops. And so he left. Alright, he is. Go home. Good. Now we come right back. Good. Good job. Come back to his nose. And his cheek here. Good boy. Well done. Oh. Good boy. Coming back up to his cheek. Good. Good boy. Coming up to that neck a little bit more. Good. Good boy. So, again, going to his cheek. Good. Here. Get a little break here. I'm not giving him too much space because I really want to get back up to that neck. I'm showing him he's doing good. He's being a good boy. Nose, good. Touch the cheek, thinking about leaving. Good boy. Get up here a little bit closer. Good. Now getting some good solid pets on that neck. And then I'm going to leave before he does. Good. So just pushing that envelope. If he decides to do one of his big dramatic spooks, he has to work. Then as long as he's trying, he's behaving himself, he's really trying to figure this whole thing out, I'm going to leave before he reacts so I can give him that reward. So be like, hey buddy, if you just hold out a little bit longer, I'll take the pressure off. You'll get that reward. I just want you to stay nice and calm, be nice and chill. But if you are going to spook, then you have to work. And so rewarding the behavior we want and then just kindly discouraging the behavior we don't want. Good. Very good. So nice. We're going to take him for a little walk. You can see he's like always in this, like he's ready to exit. That foot's ready to go that way at any given point. We're going to go for a little walk. And we're going to go up one more time. If he lets me get up to that neck and just give a couple good pets, then I'm going to take him off the lead and we'll call it for a day there. If he goes back to being super tense and spooky, then we'll make him work through until he's at a good calm point, and then we'll wrap it up for this morning session. So again, we're going to be working on this nose here. Good boy. Really good. Oh, give him a moment. Now we'll make him shake himself so nicely. Working on this cheek here. Backing up, taking the pressure off. Back to his cheek. Good boy. Good. We're going to come up here. Good. Good. Oops. Okay, that was a little bit. We'll see. If he lets me come back up, then we'll call it. If not, scoops away. like to go one more time because he was still like fairly bracy. He really wanted to leave but didn't. So I'm just gonna see if he won't just do it a little bit more relaxed this time for us to end on. Well done. Good pets here on the neck. Good boy. Neck. Well done. One more time. I'm going to come off to the side a little bit more so I'm in a better position so I can start working my way down in just a little bit more. Good pets right here. And then I'm gonna back away. Tell him he was so good. We're going to end this morning's sessions right there. He made a lot of progress. Now he has something to think about. And we'll pick this up again this evening. Yeah, can I teach you how to drag one off? I like to always end after I put my leader up with just a couple good pets. Tell him that he was so good. Good boy. So good. And we might go some grass. Grass just for fun because he's the bestest little pinto. He wants a snack. Come back here. You know you want some. Good boy. Good job. So I like to end some of my sessions with just like yummy grass snacks with some good pets on the forehead, kind of just like a chill, getting him used to like hanging out in my space a little bit more, and to just know like every time I'm with him, I'm not always asking him to do a bunch of different things. It's kind of just like I like to do this at the end, so it's kind of like the last thing he remembers. He's like, oh yeah, I like chilling with you. So I got yummy grass snacks. I gotta hang out. And I think it's really important to make sure that you get some like good quality training time, but then also like at the end of your session, just take some like chill where you're just hanging out together, letting them know that you did so well today. I feel like a lot of people will wait either two different ways where they're sort of like me where I'm super busy, and so I come in here, I have to make some progress because we're kind of on a deadline, and I want him to get used to like all the domestic horse things as quickly as possible so that he can be a good solid riding partner. And I don't take a lot of time to just chill, so it's something I'm like trying to add in more to my training sessions, and just like this chill time. But then also I find a lot of people struggle the other way is they'll come in and they just do like the snacks, and then they just kind of chill out with their horses, which does definitely help them. Definitely take some sessions where you just come out and chill and like hang out with them, but make sure that you're also getting in that quality training time where you're actually expecting them to improve, to start learning how to lunge and lead and give to that pressure, and then you can add in some breaks and just have some fun snack times throughout your training schedule. So it's sort of the balance of the two, getting stuff done while also spending just some quality time with them. Yeah, so they can be really good partners. Yes, good boy. Good boy. All right, we're done for the day.